of you here, basically like as she did me a favor. But the girl asked me to get a trip down there to Vegas. My plans was to meet her at the Airbnb. Yetta begged me to
Mhm.
come down there to Vegas to drive with her. I was communicating with Yetta that whole morning before I got there, and I told her, Yetta, I took me a little piece of Xanax before I got on the airplane, so I'm a little drowsy and sleepy, you know,
Mhm.
and she understood it. Now, when I made it down there to Vegas, she knew what time my flight came in. I sat down there 2 hours waiting for her to come and get me. She said she was at the gym. Okay, that's understandable. I had to call I had to call Liz and tell Liz what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell Liz what was going on. So Liz had to get in touch with her and tell her, look, Punkin is waiting. Punkin is waiting at the airport for you. Can you come get her? And so that happened. So my thing is this: all this happened, all this happened. Teeth and tongue fall out. But my thing is this: I like the same way you felt like you wasn't responsible for me to babysit me. You a grown woman. If you felt like you wanted to go get wasted on your last night there, you grown. That's your responsibility. But you cannot put
True. Yeah.
responsibilities on me to drive your vehicle. That's not my responsibility. That's not
So
my
what made
responsibility.
you what what made you like, cause you was going in that bathroom. What made it go from like, girl, go do your own thing. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't want to drive, whatever, to
Because
like,
Robert,
bitch, we finna.
Robert, she started hollering about me first. She hit the live button and started saying all type of disrespectful, weird ass shit about me. Cause like if you
Mhm.
remember, I was on the phone with the airplane flight trying to book me a flight to leave out that night or that morning. The next morning, she was in there hollering and screaming. So I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like the fuck I said, I'm not dragging you the fuck around. Fuck you. So
Oh, okay.
so she going in, I'm going in. So I heard, so everything was quiet. So I felt like you talking stuff, you acting like you me getting in your car and you driving your car because you decided that you wanted to drive your car was a privilege, a privilege. You know, like it was something that
Privilege.
yeah, it was something that oh that you did for me, but you really did it out your own selfish reasons, right? So I made it up in my mind because the things that she was saying was very outrageous. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get me another hotel. Or matter of fact, not even a hotel. I was trying to find me another flight just to leave out from Los Angeles to go straight from Chicago. Or I was going to try to get me a flight to go from Los Angeles back down to Las Vegas to go get my trip. Because at this point, I felt like I don't want to get in your car. I don't want nothing to do with you or your car. So let me go ahead and make preparations as a grown person and get the fuck out the way because I feel like once I get into it with a person, and I always feel like this, once I get into it with a person over petty things, it makes me feel very uncomfortable. I've been through a lot of my life over the pettiest things, and I felt like she was the type of person. Once I got in her car, she was gonna either leave me at a truck stop or the bitch was gonna put me out because the way she talked and she wants you to sit there and take that abuse. So I said, look, let me just go ahead and get me another reservation so I can just get me somewhere to go. So make a long story short, so
Mhm.
and she put all this, she put men she put men's shoes in front of the door, some kind of handle, and it was a lot of Mr. Lady and things. So I come out not looking because I'm going to the door to go see where my stuff at, and I kick the candle. And I'm like, what in the fuck is this? Why would you put this in
Oh,
front of
okay.
the
Okay.
door? Why would you like I
Mhm.
didn't even see the shit.
Okay.
So she calls it. So
Mhm.
now I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I just hit my toe on this hard ass handle. So I grabbed my shoes because I seen my shoes. I grabbed my little race comb and I threw that in my suitcase. And then only thing I know is she comes to the door and she trying to open up the door, cussing. What the fuck? You throwing shit around this fucking Airbnb, bitch. So I'm like, I'm holding the door. So I'm cussing her out. And I'm like, bitch, if you come up in this motherfucker, we about to have a fight. And like she like basically strong armed me, trying to get in the door. Like it's already bad enough that you put this shit by the door. So now you trying to antagonize me. So now I'm holding the door from the inside of the room, and she's pushing the door from the outside of the room. So she's pushing, and I'm
Mm.
doing like this. So now she realized like, okay, it's about to be a fight. It's about to be a fight. Because like it's like, why you keep running up in my room? Why are you keep running up in my area? I paid $750 just like you did. Fuck that your card is on this motherfucker. I put my money down on this shit too. You're not gonna motherfucking treat me like I'm less than in a person than you. She constantly running up in my room, not knocking on the door, just being very outrageous and disrespectful. And I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like my thing is this: regardless of whatever she said to me, I'm not walking up in her area, getting all up in her space.
A few things. I did say to her, regardless of y'all's interaction and what's going on, if you was in the room that irate and someone's telling you leave me the fuck alone and give me five, give them
Yeah,
five. Regardless if you claim that you're trying, I don't care if you're trying to remedy. I don't care if you want to argue. If somebody's that irate the way you was in the bathroom because you was going in and y'all yelling at each other, remove yourselves because
yeah.
I told the other, I said while in her opinion she might not have been trying to antagonize
She
you,
was though.
from her opinion. Yeah, I know. I just said even from her opinion, even if she thought she was civil in whatever way, shape, or form, that can still be antagonistic towards the person that is going on. Bitch, if I'm heated, I don't need you to tell me to calm down. I don't need you to tell me if I'm telling you to get away from me, get away from me. And I had that conversation with her. You know what I'm saying? But did you know that she talked to the Airbnb person to ask them to have you removed?
Uh, honestly, I did not know until he got there that she was trying to tell him to put me out. And I felt like she was hollering and screaming. I was hollering and screaming. She put that stuff in front of my door, and then you gonna call this man to put me out after because I felt like I didn't want to drive for you, and you gonna have this man because you knew you was tongue kissing him, you was tongue fucking him, so you thought that you was gonna use this. Girl, I got my whistle up here. Don't make me look Robert. So I
Huh?
feel like I feel like you got mad because I wouldn't drive your car. After you left out, all I was trying to do was get me a flight to leave from Los Angeles to go back to Chicago. I wasn't messing with you. I didn't run up on you. I was in my room. You kept trying to come in my room. You came in my room once and I asked you to leave out my room. Leave out my room. Please leave out my room. You just up in there talking and I asked you nicely. Please leave out my room. So now you put all that stuff out the door. I didn't even see the shit. I come out the door. I the candle. The candle flew. You know what I'm saying? Because it like do 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 boom. You know, and I'm like, what is this? So now you calling the man, telling the man, because I talked to him last night. He said that she told him that I was tearing up the Airbnb, throwing glass bottles around. He said when he got up there, he was surprised because the way that she made it seem was so outrageous. Like, she went down there, she left out very sneakily, went down there, called him, and told the man that I was up in that tearing up the Airbnb. It was bottles, and I was very loud and interrupting her, and like really played the victim like a sheep, like a sheep. And it is just like, you know what, at this point, yeah, you are a very terrible motherfucker for that. Like all this happened because I didn't want to drive your car because you wanted to go get fucked and drunk, and I wanted to go on a tour. You could you if you wanted to go do all that, you had money to get in a lift. You had a free parking space. Why do you already know that I don't fuck with y'all type of people? Why do you want me to come around and tag around and put everybody in your car and I'm supposed to be the driver while y'all all getting fucked up and screaming and hollering? I'm supposed to be the bitch that, oh, let me take y'all place. I'm not your fucking butler, bitch. I'm not your butler. I am not the maid to grab all the purses, make sure all y'all get to y'all dick appointments. Y'all want to stop at the liquor store. That's not my shit. You could have just left me. You could have
So,
left me alone and went out on your own. And then after all that shit you did, after all the shit that you did, you still end up with a nigga getting some dick and still getting drunk. You could have did that on your own. You could have parked your car at the bottom of the goddamn hotel and went up there and had fun, got your ass up, and we could have left and I could have drove. It was not that serious.
was there, well, I have to ask this because she did say this. Was there ever any conversation where you did say, like, yeah, I'll drive certain things or certain
That's
places or
a lie.
certain whatever? Was
No,
there any, like,
no, 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 sir. I could put my hand on the Bible.
so there was never,
It was never a
there was never
conversation that I
conversation?
was going to drive around the city of California. She told me she was going to take me to a beach. She said she was going to take me to a shopping mall where she used to work at, and she told me she was going to take me to the restaurant that she used to be a waiter there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know nothing about
Hmm.
California. I told her when we leave, the only conversation I had with her about her car was when we leave, I'll be the one to pull it out. I'll pull it out, meaning I'll be the first
Oh,
one to drive once we get on the road. I never told Yetta, I never told Yetta that I was going to drive around California. Never told her that. She told me she was going to take me to this nice beach. She told me she was going to take me to this shopping mall where like I forgot the name of the mall that she told me she was going to take me. Like I never told Yetta I was going to drive
hmm.
around. That girl is a liar. And I realized that she's a liar. That lady is a liar. She's a liar.
Hmm. So is there any way, because she said even in
I don't,
talking, people
Robert.
were just trying to drag you, drag you, and I was,
Robert. No, no. I don't ever in my life want
no,
nothing to do with
done.
that bitch. No, because if you had it your way, I would have been put out and you still would have been somewhere safe. All because I did not want to be bothered with you and your drunk friends. So no, bitch, you don't do people like that. You took my fucking money and then you're gonna go and lie to that man to get me fucking put out. Bitch, fuck you. I hope. Oh my god, bitch. Let me walk over there. Let me walk over there. I fuck that bitch. Now everything is up and done. Now you want to make now, and then she called me yesterday, but she texted me about call me. No, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you. Bitch, if I ever see you again, I'ma spit in your fucking face. And I put that on God. Bitch, I hate you.
Oh
Don't you ever
wow.
say shit to me. You try to get me put out, you took my money, and you did all this bullshit because I didn't want to follow your rules by driving your car. Fuck you, bitch.
Damn. So it's not happening. So what happened that night? You just got your stuff
Yeah,
and
and
packed it up and just
I went to
avoided
the
her.
Hiltons and I stayed there, ate breakfast, got cleaned up, and I left. Came home.
So besides that, did you have fun at the
I
gala
did. I
awards?
like. I felt like my anxiety of a little bit was knocking because like I
Hmm.
got really bad anxiety. So I feel like like once I get comfortable, I kind of loosen up. But like being in a different environment,
Yeah.
it was something new. But I really enjoyed it. Like the after little party was cool. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah. No, I feel you because even with me, like meeting, even with me, even though I'm social, like meeting all those
uh,
people, from app to real life, it can be like you never know what it's
yeah,
going to give, because people can be dramatic and crazy and stuff
yes.
like that. So, yeah, I even had a little, but I had some drinks and I was smoking weed like a
I know. I smelt
motherfucker.
it.
That made me feel
You
better.
smoking that good shit too, Robert.
I was smoking like a motherfucker. Girl, that award show was, ooh, my God, just needs room for improvement. I'll say that much. You left, didn't
I
you?
actually went to the car, yeah, because at that point, I was like,
Yeah, girl. Yeah, no, ma'am. So that's over between y'all. So that friendship is done.
Yeah.
Done.
I don't, because I feel like this. If we would have argued and you would have went by your business, teeth and tongue fall out, disagreements, but the way that you tried to get me put out, and then it's like you purposely waited to the night. You waited to the night because all this happened during the daytime. You waited till it got dark outside, and you know how I have anxiety, and then you want to go and you want to call this man, and you're gonna get this man to try to work in your favor to get me put out. That was the most malicious, low down, baffling, backstabbing, distasteful shit that anybody has ever fucking did to me. And I couldn't, like, I couldn't believe it. And now everything is over with. Now you want to rekindle a friendship. Will never be, bitch. Will never be.
Mm. Well, all right. Well, your hair looks nice. I'll talk
All
to you
right,
later,
talk
my
to you
love.
later. Fuck that.
I say my bookie boo ate the fuck out of that. Girl, you ate that. Ate
Thank you.
that.
Thank
Ate